Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Tuesday, November the 21st, 2023. Tuesday, November the 21st. Well, we've kind of got to slow down on the true action. Really? They needed to be able to keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. And they're back to the slowdown. These must definitely be the old writers. Um, but we did have some stuff for me to talk about, right? First and foremost, we have Valentine goes to Anna, tells her the truth about what they found out, what's behind Charlotte. She reads the letter, she believes it all that Victor's programmed her, and she goes, she's going to need some deep deprogramming. Valentine had the nerve to say, yeah, when we get her help and we get her, you know, when things get back to normal, we could be together. We all can be together. And Anna's like, oh no, homie, that's gone. Mm-mm. See, because you didn't trust our relationship, you didn't trust that I would actually try to get Charlotte help. He goes, no, I immediately went into protection mode. I needed to protect her. She said, but see, that's how you just didn't have enough faith in our relationship because you should have known that I would have worked with you. Okay. And you didn't trust it. She says, and because you didn't trust it, even after Charlotte gets some deprogramming help, that night it's going to haunt her. Me shooting her is going to haunt her. She says, every time I see you, it's going to remind me of what happened. She said, the reason why it's you, Valentine, is had you been honest with me, I absolutely would not have had a gun and pulled it. Had you told me it was a teenager doing and your daughter doing all this to me, I never would have shot her. See, now Charlotte has to live with it, and I have to live with it. She says, so what I need, Valentine, is I need to see you as little as possible, just so I can move on past this. And she kind of wipes her little tear, gets up and leaves, and he's sitting there because he's like, I've loved you since forever. Yeah, but you sure didn't trust in it. And you just told me lie after lie, cover up after cover up, Valentine. But look at where it all gets us. Good. We also have Curtis calls Jordan over to see him. And he's telling her how, you know what, he's found something, or there's something he needs to do. And she's like the only one that could help. And then, of course, he led in. Remember when we used to do stakeouts together and blah, 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 and how effective we were. But he goes, I need you to be able to get it so I could take a look at the evidence on the shooting. He said, because the PCPD is not going to solve this, Jordan. My extensive background as a detective and a PI, I'm going to be the only one to be able to solve this case. Or if I want this case solved, I'm going to have to do it. So Jordan's like, okay, Curtis, I could get you to get a look at the evidence. Because, see, she's not police commissioner anymore. See, police commissioner couldn't let Curtis look at the evidence. Deputy mayor, but she look, her boss is Laura. And Laura's teaching her how to bend the law to meet your family's needs. She still consider Curtis family, ex-hubby's family, right? She says, no, we're going to work together. I'm gonna help you solve this. He goes, Jordan, it could ruffle feathers. You're the deputy mayor. This could bring some repercussions down on you. She goes, no, nope. I am not. Just like you said, how effective we were. We would close cases, she said, that other detectives could not. So if you have a shot of getting to the bottom of it is with me. And plus, she's thinking somebody need to watch your back, wheelchair man, because Jordan's gonna be packing, right? If it gets to they have to go to a sticky place. So he agreed. He goes, okay, all right, because we are a good team. Let's get started. I think this is how they're going to get closer together. I think Jordan and Curtis are definitely going to have sex before Jordan and Portia. Because remember, he can physically, he's just not ready mentally. But working in close quarters, close proximity with Jordan, oh, that's going to get the blood flowing. Right? So that's going to be good. I would like to see those two pair up and get something done, get the job done. We have Diane. She goes to Finn and she tells Finn, she told Alexis too fast in haste that she could take Finn's case. She goes, but no, the family, she didn't know who, all the particulars. She says, and then she got a call from the Montague family. And she says, I have to take their case because she's been their attorney for years, even before she was established. She said, they have me on retainer. So I cannot, because he goes, here, let me give you this. She goes, no, oh, whoa, Lord, no, don't even take these out. And she's like, why? And then she tells him. She says, so we're going to be on opposite ends. She says, the only thing I can tell you, get an attorney that's going to be sharp. She said, because they got to come up against me. She says, do not trust any hospital attorney. Distance yourself from all that because they will not represent you. Their main focus is representing the hospital, getting the hospital cleared, and if they have to throw you under the bus, they will. He said, Alexis told me that. She goes, trust it. So now I'm starting to think, okay, who could do it? Scott could do it. He's a shyster, but it's like Diane said, you don't need a shyster attorney. That doesn't. They need to call Nora Buchanan from Landview. Call Nora. I may have said Laura. Nora. Nora is a good adversary for Diane. Matter of fact, didn't Laura win a case against Diane, or when she came up against Diane, or was she up against Alexis? She was up against one of them, and Nora kicks them behind. She kicks them behind. Let Nora do it. See, the only reason I would want Jackson Montgomery there is to look at Walt, I think it was Walt Willie's gorgeous hunk of aged self, but he's not shyster. Nora Buchanan is Diane from Landview. So I would really like to see them call Nora to be his attorney. So then we have Nina. She goes to see Charlotte, and I was impressed. Nina physically tried to get to the bottom of this. Charlotte admitted to writing murderer on Anna's door and trashing Anna's room. And Nina said, is there something else you did to Anna, trying to scare her? And she goes, Charlotte, you could tell me, but in order for us to really help you, you have to tell me the truth. So she asked her, did you burn down Anna's? She goes, I didn't know. No, I did not. You have to believe me. I just wanted to scare her. I did not want to hurt her. I just wanted her to go out of town. See, I never truly thought Charlotte burned down Anna's house. I just didn't. They just haven't showed us who did burn Anna's house down. But I never thought it was Charlotte. And I believed her here, even though Charlotte, goodness, we don't know what tarot card she got stuffed in that gown. So I don't know. But I do believe her. I definitely do believe Charlotte. But Nina handled that delicately. You can tell she truly, truly loves Charlotte, you know. But had Charlotte told her she burned down the house, I think Nina may have, you know what? I'm not going to even say that, y'all, because you all know I'm Team Carly, and you will see, I get some folks, oh, you always looking for the negative and saying negative on Nina. So I'm not even going to say that about Nina because they didn't write it that way. I'm going to leave that alone, right? Because to me, she did a good job. She got more information out of Charlotte than her grandmother and Valentine. And mind you, when Valentine, we were still talking to Anna, Anna says, so what did Charlotte have to say for herself? I haven't confronted her about this yet. And I was like, you haven't confronted. See? And she just looked at him like, really? And it's been months? I didn't know how I handled this bad. Yes, you did handle this badly. Get out of here with that. Get out of here. So we have Drew coming to see Carly. They usually, and Carly was actually giving him the bright side on why she's so grateful and thankful. And yes, she turned down Nina's offer. And Drew is convinced it's Ned that turned him into the SEC. And Drew lives in the house with Ned. Let Drew talk bad about Ned to Olivia. And let's see if Olivia can swallow her tongue with that. Olivia, right? But anyway, she just says, no, look, you know how I feel about Nina. She goes, trust me, it's hard for me to see Nina living my life. She said, but I'm over it. I have a new life now. I have new meaning, new purpose. She goes, and I'm doing well with Kelly's. This business, she's proud of Kelly's, right? And she's just talking about how happy she's got him. Her kids are fine. She didn't have to sell her house. Carly is at peace. She's at peace right now. And I could kind of see what Olivia's saying is Carly's at peace just within her accomplishments. And Sonny's happy with Nina, but see, when I go to the Metro Court, I'm gonna let you know, chick, I know what you did. And you better hope I don't spill the beans. You better hope so. I ain't saying nothing right now, but you know what? Olivia's a spitfire. She should tell her, you step one foot. You know what? You thought we were getting close and friends. Well, guess what? Now we're not, because I know what you've done. So we shall see what Olivia does with that. And then let's see. Oh, this was cute. Maxi is trying to get Cody to be the male face of deception. See, remember how I said they need to call that the many faces of deception, or the faces of deception. See, because now he's going to be the male face of deception. So he turned it down. She gave him his paycheck from that other shoot, and he looked at it. He's like, wow. She goes, you guys are a hit. There's going to be way more with this new campaign. And she's talking about what she's envisioning. And Sasha's outside the door listening, looking gorgeous as ever. Isn't she beautiful in that top picture? Oh my goodness, she's beautiful. And she's listening. Well, she's actually kind of liking the vision of that campaign Maxi's spinning out. And Cody finally says, no, I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. So Maxi goes, oh man, you're driving a hard bargain. You see that paycheck? I'm going to double it as a signing bonus. And he's like, look, it's not about the money. And I'm thinking, Cody, you all about the money. You still owe Miss Wu. So he says, no, Sasha does not want to work with me. And I want to honor Sasha's wishes. And you should too. So Sasha comes stepping out from her. She goes, not so fast. And she's talking and she goes, you know what? I see the vision that Maxi has painted. She says, Cody, if you would be paired with any other model, would you accept the job? And he's looking, what? She goes, you know what? One thing our friendship is built on honesty. Don't stop now. And he's like, well, yeah. And she says, she looked at Maxie. She says, Maxie, are you 100% sure that Cody is vital to the success of the launching for the launch and for the product and for the company? And she says, oh yeah, the demographic, they are eating you two up. And so she says, then I definitely see the vision. I'm gonna really get as excited as you are, and I'm on board with working with Cody. And Cody looks, so Maxie goes, are you on board, Cody? And he's like, yeah. So, oh, Maxie was so excited and so happy. So now we're going to really launch what's going on. And I like that because we're going to get to see some chemistry between the two of them. And you notice who's making this deal? Maxie's the one that runs the company. Where is Lucy Co? Not that I ever want to see her on camera, but look, Lucy ain't making the deals and making the day-to-day decisions to help this company grow, which is why Maxie should be half owner of Deception. Absolutely, she should, right? So last but not least, we have Sonny Corinthos, the Godfather himself. Cyrus is down mopping the floor, with, scrubbing with his hand, and all of a sudden, some black boots step right on in the wipe track. And Cyrus looks up and it's Sonny. And of course, Sonny threatens him. He goes, you think I believe this? You got a job, game. And he goes, I am gainfully employed. I am reformed. And he goes, yeah, right. So Sonny, he just talks and threatens him and, throws in his face how he deceived him with the fake file from Plant Betty. And Cyrus is just trying to bite his teeth, clenching his teeth. And Sonny's all up in his face. And Sonny says, you do one thing. You step out of line even a little, and I'm going to be there to squash you. He says, I got eyes watching you because I don't believe this. See, he said, you tried to get me in trouble and that failed. Don't try nothing else. So Sonny's getting ready to walk out, and then he turns back, and he's every few minutes, now you can get back to work. But he turned around and he walked back to him. He says, oh, and another thing, you stay away from my family. You stay away from Ava Jerome. You stay away from my ex-wife. You stay away. I don't even think he said my current wife. Maybe he did. But maybe she was lumped in the family because he didn't name Michael and his kids specifically either. He just said my family. He says, and he goes, you stay away from Sasha Gilmore. And I am so happy he told him, you stay away from Sasha Gilmore. He says, if I hear that you have come in contact with my family, you're going to answer to me. And then he says, and you know what, by the way, and Laura Collins, don't go near Laura uninvited. See, don't show up at City Hall. That's letting them know. See, I'm having you tailed. He goes, it's Laura's. And when he said Laura, Cyrus really clenched his teeth because, him and his dear sister, he wants a relationship with dear sister, right? He says, if Laura wants to have a relationship with you, that's Laura's business. Sonny's kind of like that. Look, I'm hands off if she wants to have a relationship with you. He said, but she has to invite you. She has to invite you to come over. Do I make myself clear to you? And he's like, yes. See, he hates having to bow down to Sonny. which is why he goes to such lengths to get rid of him. He can't stand. Actually, neither can Selena Wu, but Selena feels she could use some of her women wiles to. I apologize, Sonny. It won't happen again. Cyrus, ooh, he'd rather choke on nails to have to do it, but he does it because he knows Sonny will just have him wiped out right now. Speaking of which, where is Selena Wu? But that's another story. Where is Selena? She ain't been on the canvas for a minute. So anyway, that's it. I'm happy Sasha's got some protection. I'm happy because we don't need that. I told you I'm sick of them writing peril at every step of the way for Sasha. So that's it. That's it, everyone. Let's go to comment corner. Comment corner. Okay. Let's see. Let me refresh my page to see if there are any more comments here. Here we go. Sabrina says, "Hi, daytime drama queen. Love the recap. Trina kind of gave Spencer her version of an ultimatum. She sure did it. But Spencer says he's going to make Trina his priority. We'll see. I'm wondering how long it'll be before Esme rears her evil head. She has set boundaries with Spencer, saying that she will bring Ace over to Laura, and he can visit him there, which means she doesn't want Spencer at her apartment. Let's see how long it will be before she needs Spencer to come over to sing that silly song to Ace at her place. I know, because Ace can't go to sleep without that silly song from his brother, right? The one thing that I didn't like about the Sprina scenes is the writers had both Trina and Spencer confirming that Esme had amnesia, and yes, she did the crimes, but she doesn't remember. It's all a part of the redemption propaganda that the writers are still trying to force feed us. Like Trina said, when she sees her, she sees the person who tried to end her life. There should be no redemption arc for this character. The writer should let her memories come back as her evil, manipulative, conniving self and let her do her worst and then send her off to jail for her crimes. She becomes the new Heather. Break out every few years and wreak havoc in Port Charles. Lucy says, "Go Sunny." Cyrus is definitely in fear of Sunny. P. Merrill says, "I am so glad Carly turned down Nina's offer. Why should Nina get the credit for restoring the family unity when she blew it up in the first place? Ned is unbelievable. No one was running EOQ, so Michael stepped in. They should fire Val and Ned/Eddie when we don't have to deal with Eddie no more. EOQ was prosperous under Michael's leadership." Yolanda says, "I like Blaze and Christina as presented, with Christina being mature, confident partner, and Blaze being the feminine or femi, while flirting lashes when she looks at her soon-to-be lover. It's good to see Christina being pursued for a change." I like that too. LaShanta says, "Todd, Austin, and Franco. And Finn was Cyrus Clay, John McBain, and Finn." That's right. LaShanta says Ned was out of order. Michael did what he had to do while he was out to lunch playing Rockstar. Adam is more trouble than he's worth. Jocelyn missed her test. Adam does do too much. He's too dependent on Jocelyn. I believe Spencer and Trina told Trina whatever she wanted to hear. Blaze is too dependent on Chrissy too. Carly, where are your instincts at? And I am says, "I agree, Nina will get away with it. Ned will confront Nina when then Ned will try to blackmail Michael or tell Carly and Drew that Michael knew. Hence, he will wreak havoc again. She will wreak havoc again. Havoc. Ned is always going to be jealous. He thinks it's his birthright. Ned had ELQ to himself for years. Michael ran ELQ while Ned was mayor. Michael was running both Aurora and ELQ while Eddie, Valentine, and Drew were gone. ELQ has always turned a profit under Michael's leadership. Resident assistant, RA, they pretty much let the students do whatever they want. That's what Trina said. You're going to get me in trouble with the RA. That was It was time for Trina to be direct with Spencer. Now for him to get a job. Spencer ain't never gonna get no job. Nicholas never had a job, ever. That kind of Cassadine money. But at least Nicholas ran the family estate, right? Spencer's running nothing, nor has he been trained to do it. Carly has matured. Roger's contract was up, and they aren't re-signing him. They should have made him pikeman. Oh, so Roger Hayward's contract's up. Okay, well, you know what? I'm sure he'll pop up on days, right? Lisa says there will be so many fans very upset if Nina gets to slide with the mess with the SEC. Well, look, she is going to get to slide, unfortunately, y'all. We just gonna have to get used to that. Linda says, I don't think Nina's going to pay for anything because the writers are just dragging it out. So, like Carly said, take the win. I don't think Willow will want a divorce either when she finds out Nina wins. Nah, Willow won't. Willow wants to keep her family together. So she'll just be upset with Michael, but she'll forgive him. But that's it, everybody. That's it for today's daily recap of a General Hospital.